Hello everybody and welcome to the Geico 120. This race, consisting of all 2020 model cars, is going to be run at this very interesting Geico Motor Speedway. The front stretch is shaped more like an oval, but with a couple of kinks in it, could provide for some very interesting passing opportunities, drafting down the front straightaway. The back straightaway seems more like a street course with tight winding corners. That'll be very hard to navigate, could create some single file lines that could set up for good drafting opportunities down the front straightaway. At the end of the day, only one driver will emerge victorious, and we are moments away from starting the race that will determine that very objective. Now we look at some key drivers to watch for. Brad Keselowski starts on pole in a blinding fast number 2 PPG scheme. And then we've got the number 9 of Chase Elliott, who looked fast in practice, was one of the fastest cars up in practice, didn't qualify quite as well as his car showed. And we've got Kevin Harvick starting further back for infraction of the spoiler, but he had an incredibly fast car in practice. And then we have at the rear Jimmie Johnson and Tyler Reddick, who in late stages of practice, Jimmie Johnson having a fairly faster car too, got involved in this incident that we will show you now. Reddick locks up the tires, slides through the hairpin, taking out Jimmie Johnson. They are both in backup cars now. This was a fairly substantial wreck. See Johnson getting just off the ground there. Both drivers are okay, but they will be starting at the rear today. Something important to note is they try to work their way through the field as best they can. Now, the drivers will roll off and we will get to your starting lineup. On the front row, it's going to be Brad Keselowski and Martin Truex Jr. Row number 2 is going to be Clint Bowyer and William Byron. Row number 3 is Chase Elliott and Joey Logano. Row number 4 is going to be Alex Bowman and Bubba Wallace. Row number 5 is Denny Hamlin and Ty Dillon. Row number 6 is going to be Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher. Row number 7, Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney. Row number 8 is going to be Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch. Row 9, Eric Almirola and Matt Kenseth. And then not rounding out the field, Matt DiBenedetto and Austin Dillon in row 10, Cole Custer and Jimmie Johnson in row 11, and now rounding out the field is Tyler Reddick. Excuse my blunder there. As we get to today's race facts, it's going to be a 12-lap race, 23 drivers, 76 degrees in the air, 95 on the surface, a 3% chance of rain, and this is a new track that has a lot of difficult spots as we go green. Brad Keselowski leads him into the first quarter, but he locks the brakes up, and here comes Clint Bowyer to the inside. He'll take the lead. Now Chase Elliott falling into third, Truex into fourth, William Byron into fifth. Those are your top 5. As we head on to the second lap, and Keselowski now back to the inside in that number 2 car, keeping up the pace. And now Clint Bowyer's hit up the track by Chase Elliott. Truex trying to work around the outside. We've got Eric Almirola hard in the wall in the back. Looks like he had made contact with Austin Dillon. Almirola limping to pit road now as the leaders approach fast. Chase Elliott now to the lead as we have Almirola coming down pit road. They're going to see if they can make any repairs, but I believe that car is done and out of the race as we go side by side. And now, Austin Dillon, that tire issue that he had with Almirola. Ty Dillon up on his side. Big impact. We've got to check the replay for this, but I believe the contact that Austin Dillon had with the 10 of Almirola, yeah, the tire is down, just drove straight through the back of the 13, collecting the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto as well. Ty Dillon in an awful spot there, just the 3 dug under him, I guess, and when they hit the wall, there was nowhere for that car to go but up. So Ty Dillon resting on his side, he is safely out of the car now. They're going to start towing away all the wreckage, as we'll see in just a second, but a hard crash by the 3, 13, and 21. All of those cars, without a doubt, out of the race, joining Eric Almirola, as you see the cleanup finishing up here now. 13 getting towed off the track as we now head to the choose cone. A new rule here in 2020. And Clint Bowyer is going to step over the middle, got faked out by the cars in front of him. He'll have a penalty sending him to the back. The choose cone for the first time being implemented in this stop motion series, sponsored by NASCAR Legends Series. But that is a huge implication for Clint Bowyer. His car was pretty quick, and now he will be sent all the way to the back in the dirty air as we see these 4 cars who are out. And now we're going to go on board with Joey Logano for the start. Chase Elliott's around. Hard hit into the air just a little. And we've got a 4-car collection right off the restart. Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, And then William Byron, 2 Hendrick cars, 2 Penske cars. And off the start here, again, from Joey Logano's onboard, it looks like Chase Elliott came up to block Martin Truex Jr. He had a good start, but did it too early, and that's where the footage cuts there. Truex just gets into Elliott there. I think that's more Elliott's doing, and man, look at how close Truex was to getting collected in that. That could have maybe not ended his day, but definitely caused race-winning, ending damage. And then Logano, just through all that smoke, could not see the 9. Hard hit. The 2 and 24 look like they might be able to keep going here, but the 9 and the 22 definitely out. And yeah, the 2 and the 24 are going to roll to pit road, see if they can make damage repairs in time to get back out on track. As we'll look one more time at the replay, live speed. That is a hard impact for Logano. As you see the camera cuts there. Just nowhere to go. No way of knowing that Elliott is right there with all the smoke. Couldn't see anything. As now all the cars will line back up. There are only going to be 2 laps to go here in this race. Caution laps taking up close to as many as green flag laps. As you see the 9 and 22 out now. And the 2 and 24 could not get off pit road. Their damage is too substantial as the green flag's back in the air. Here comes Kevin Harvick up the inside. Now Martin Truex Jr. is going to have that inside lane through the bus stop on the back. And Brian Blaney's up in the 3rd. As now Truex gets pushed up the track by Harvick. Harvick can't find a way low. White flag is in the air. Truex still holds the lead. Blaney now to the outside of the 4. He'll pull back through side drafting the 4 and claim the 2nd spot to the bus stop. Now has a shot at Martin Truex Jr. for the race win. Going through the kinks on the front stretch. And to the inside. Gets loose. Truex holds on. Winning the Geico 120. What an incredible race. What an incredible finish. Matt Kenseth rounding out the cars, finishing this race under the checkered flag. Look at this battle at the end here. Harvick knocks Truex up the track. That kink in the front stretch is the hardest one. It bends pretty sharply. It's hard to go flat out through there, even regularly. But he gets bumped up the track, and then Blaney gets hit loose. And Blaney getting loose under Truex is the only reason I think Truex was able to stay out in front. Great perseverance by the 19 team as they will burn it down on the front stretch. Celebrating their victory here at Geico Motor Speedway. Congratulations to the 19 team for winning the Geico 120 here, sponsored by the NASCAR Legend Series. We will now go ahead and look at your race results. Obviously, Truex won the race, Ryan Blaney 2nd, Kevin Harvick 3rd, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace all the way up into 7th, Kurt Busch 8th, Chris Buescher 9th. Looking through the rest of the field, look at Jimmy Johnson making it all the way up to 10th, Tyler Reddick 11th, Newman 12th. We said Matt Kenseth was 15th. That's the last of the running cars. Brad Keselowski and William Byron, by taking their cars to pit road, finished 16th and 17th. And then after that is all of the DNF finishers. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this race. It took a while to film. I tried something new. I did actually one generation of racing, just 2020 cars. I thought that was different, and I thought that was fun. NASCAR Legend Series Season 4, that will not be happening for quite some time. I'm probably going to do some more one-off races. The next one I'm going to film is the 5th Annual Christmas Cup, so be looking forward to that Christmas Day. I don't think there will be any races between here and there, so Christmas Day will be the next race release for sure. Thank you, everybody, again so much for watching and supporting my channel. Thank you, everybody, again so much, and I hope you all have a good night.